been natural since about 2007.
I locked my hair 3 years ago.
Okay, so I have been natural since my senior year in high school. I got obsessed with not having the waves or curls in my hair, and I kept on relaxing my hair. And then I was on homecoming court, and I put a relaxer in my hair, and it melted my hair that senior year. And I was like, forget this, I'll never do this ever again. This stuff is bad for you. So that has been over, oh my God, like 22 years. Mm-hmm.
We're locked 3 years, but I guess more natural, roughly 5.
Okay. So you wore like an afro when you say natural, or you say a relaxer?
Afro.
Okay.
For 3 years now.
Been a struggle. Not gonna lie. So when I went natural, I just did it. It wasn't a big thing. So figuring out like my curl texture, what works. I've been through all the products that you can think of. Now I feel like it's more of a acceptance is who I am. Like it's not much of a chore. Before I got comfortable with it, it felt like a job.
Love, hate, but at the moment, or at least I've grown to
Okay,
love.
my relationship with my natural hair over the years has been a back and forth thing. What I had to learn is between different climates, between different seasons, it's gonna be different products for my hair and what styles are gonna work the best for me.
I would say kind of like when I was younger, like it didn't really matter if my hair was natural. And I guess I didn't really maybe know the difference either. But now I'm a bit more conscious about it, kind of think like this is a lot nicer to wear my hair this way. I don't really have to, worry about, of course I worry about my appearance, but I don't have to worry about it from a societal standpoint, I guess.
First, I went natural. I didn't want to actually put chemicals in my hair anymore. So I went natural, and after I went natural, I finally decided to lock my hair. So I just think it looks nice like this.
I think it changes with my mood. Today I'm up, so I have it up. But it honestly just depends if I want to be seen or not.
My favorite way to wear my natural hair is wash and go. The only reason why my hair is straight right now is because I do a lot of curly cuts, but I wanted to actually see what was, just a more thorough cut line to see what was going on with my hair. But yeah, my wash and go is like my favorite, and it actually lasts me for a very long time. I don't have to keep wetting my hair. So I love it.
Now that I have my locks. When I was younger, I had braids for a period of time, and then sometimes I would wear the fro. But I was really tender-headed, and I hated getting my hair braided every week. So this one is a bit more nicer. I can just kind of wash it when needed. Get retwisted every few weeks or so.
Well, the favorite way to wear it is locks, but I love to put my locks in 2 ponytails. Oh my God, I really love that.
Definitely, yes. I think people are very judgmental of other people regardless. And hair is definitely one of the first things that they look at.
Oh God, yes. I think right now the world that we're living in is crazy. Everyone wants a 30-inch bust down. Okay. I'm not even getting on like just with the makeup and the lashes and everything. Like it is a lot. So I think between the hair weave, wigs, of course, it is that convenience, so I'm not, knocking the convenience side of it, but I think sometimes it's hard for people to see just the beauty, the natural beauty in people because of all of these other things that are going on and presented.
Definitely. In our country, what's kind of seen as maybe even professional does have a different look of our natural hair. So it definitely does have that perception. I think things have been kind of changing and where it's a little bit more accepted of having the natural hair, especially in the workplaces or other professional venues. But I still think that's still there, absolutely.
Yes, and I say yes because people feel like we, as you know, having natural hair, you know, you have the wigs, you have the braids, you have all these different type of hairstyles, and they want us to wear stuff like that, so it kind of makes it hard for you to wear your natural hair because you see that and you see what other people is wearing, and so you don't embrace the natural hair that you have. So I think yes.
I don't really do much to it. I'm pretty basic. I'm either gonna have a blowout, I'm gonna have some braids, or I'm gonna have a wash and go. I don't do a whole lot of fuss to my hair. I guess that's kind of how it stays healthy.
I guess just moisturize with various products. I use this hair juice and hair oil from the very own Miss O2.
Shout out.
Yes. So just moisturizing and washing it and not wearing it in the same style repetitively, I guess, to kind of give it time to breathe or feel different, I guess. Yeah.
I just like we'll use some more natural products. That's pretty much what I do. That's pretty much it.
I do not really wash my hair. I dry wash it. I always oil my scalp. I don't pull it as tight because with locks, I don't want my hair to eventually pop. So I kind of keep it a little loose and just make sure it's oiled and not dry and brittle because if they are, they will break. So that's how I keep my hair naturally healthy.
For me, I feel like people like Tracy Ellis Ross or just black women who just wear their hair natural in general. She's the first person that pops in my head. It's not a big fuss, it's just curls.
I don't know, Beyonce, maybe Lil Wayne, Wyclef, Bob Marley, of course. So it honestly just depends on, I guess, your background or who you would, I guess, mold your hair after. Because maybe the mohawk, whoever started that, the mullet also. So, yeah.
Okay. I think for me personally, it was the Erykah Badu era. So for me, Neo Soul was really, really popping when I was in high school. So I did a lot of head reps on my hair, and I don't know, like it was just that and Jill Scott, like showing just big hair was just really, really cool for me. And I think more and more people are even starting to do that. Like Beyonce, she shows us her hair from time to time, and all of them, Cardi, Megan Thee Stallion, like they're showing like that they're taking good care of their natural hair. So
Jill Scott was one of the people that when I seen her natural hair, it was just so beautiful. So I started with a natural puff. I didn't wear it like a fro. I just wore it like up in a big poof. And then my brother is who really like influenced me to like lock my hair. So that's why it's locked now.
I have a daughter, so it's really lead by example. I feel like a lot of people come to me and they're just like, oh, your hair, how can you do it? Or my hair can't do that. I just encourage them to, yes, it can, if that's what your hair is gonna do. Embrace the hair that you have. Your hair is not gonna look like my hair. My hair is not gonna look like your hair. You just take patience, take time to figure out what works for you.
I would say representation. The more we show our confidence in our natural hair, I think it transcends to those that are looking at us. I put on my vision board years ago to show my daughter how to love her hair because she was going through the fight and fuss with her natural, big, pretty, curly hair, you know? and what curls were nice to her and what curls were not nice to her and all that. And I think the representation and just us loving it ourselves and teaching them how to embrace it, like, oh, this is a product you can use, or try this to manipulate your hair, this, that, and the third. I think representation, it starts there.
How do you educate or encourage younger generations about embracing their natural hair?
I think just the fact that I can do what I do and wear my natural hair is enough. I mean, like, definitely, like, telling people, like, yeah, you should be proud of your natural hair. It's okay to wear it. I think that's another way, but kind of existing, I think, is, enough.
Be yourself. Like, if you feel like that's what you want to wear, you wear that. Like, you don't be stopped because you think somebody is going to talk about you or your hair's not pretty. It doesn't matter, like, the type of hair you have. You embrace whatever you have. That's your unique style. Like, that's your unique way to wear your hair. You never let a person, tell you how to wear your hair, or, just because they have their hair in braids, that don't mean you have to wear braids. You wear whatever you want. So, I mean, that's how I am as a person.
Almost all my life, to be honest. I've always had longer hair. My hair has just kind of been the way it's been all my life. So as a brown skinned girl, I used to get told, oh my gosh, your hair's so long for a brown skinned girl, like, it's so cute. And that's just as a child, I didn't know. But of course, as an adult, the transition from curly hair to straight hair is just kind of like a transformation to a lot of people. A lot of people are like, oh, don't you like your hair better straight? Like, I love your hair better this way. Don't you like it much more than that way? I ignore it. I try to educate them to the best of my ability, but for the most part, I just let them know I like my hair all kind of ways because it's mine.
I would say yes, probably just because I have locks, but just remaining calm, I guess, because it's never a need to, I guess, escalate a situation, especially if it's just a simple misunderstanding.
Yes. Oh my God.
How did you respond?
Wow. So working as a nurse, I was working in a facility, and I actually had my hair pulled back. It was in a ponytail, but it was curly. So it was a big curly ponytail. My hair was longer at this time. And long story short, one of my patients felt a need to grab it. So she took her 2 fingers and grabbed my hair and was like, I just wanted to see if it was gonna spring all over the place, referring to my curls. I don't want your nasty hands in my hair, so in that way, yeah, that's just one example, but it has been plenty. And honestly, I try to keep it in a ball when I'm like working a facility for those reasons alone.
Even if I'm kind of honest, like, my mom kind of was like, that's good for you, but I couldn't do it. I don't like it on you. but yeah, that's it.
Yes. When I went natural, when I decided to lock my hair, they were telling me, no, you shouldn't lock your hair because over time it does this, da 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 da. And I was like, no, I want to lock my hair because I love how it looks. And I said, if I want to comb it out later on in life, I can, because they have that technique now where you don't have to cut your locks off. You can actually comb them out.
Well, I'm no scientist here, but I just feel like, in my personal opinion, God was like, Black Girl Magic, we're going to make them very versatile and amazing. So he said, what better way to do it than to make hair that can be curly, straight, braids, stand up straight, fall down long. So I just really think we're kind of God's favorite.
I don't know how right I am, but I would probably say depends on, like, the climate or where we're from, or like I guess our DNA makeup would play a good role. I would think so. Why it's so thick and whatnot.
I think it has to do with where we're from, which our beginnings are African. That's the human, like, all humans come from Africa. We all know that. But anyway, so the climate there being of a different climate and making our hair do the curly stuff. And having a little bit, they want to say coarse. I try not to use those words, coarse and dry. I think our hair is very, very strong. I think our hair can be done up so many different ways. If I hit water right now, she gonna be curly and froey and it's gonna be beautiful. So I think it derives from just all of those mixed in components, but it starts within our African descent and everything else comes from that.
No.
Can you explain the science behind why Afro hair has its distinct texture and curl pattern?
Honestly, no. I know someone can, but not me.
Today, my hair is unapologetically me to a T. This, when you see this, you see me. You see bold, you see unapologetic, you see carefree, you just see me in my most natural form.
Then I'm growing.
That you're growing.
Yes, then I'm growing. Like I said, I started it 3 years ago, so looking at pictures and videos and just seeing the growth, I think I like that aspect of it. Yeah, so yeah, then I'm growing.
Okay. My hair today is given, it's a rainy day, but this stuff was straight. And I'm gonna keep it straight for the next, couple of days or so. What I really like about when I have my hair straight, I just literally do my fingers like this on my hair, twirl it, and it creates this cute little pigtail curl. And I like it a lot, So this is giving like, I'm relaxing, but I'm keeping it cute.
It is also just a matter of perception. To me, it kind of feels like I'm more comfortable with how I am naturally.
Today?
I will say that all hair is good hair. Your hair is exactly how your hair is supposed to be. Do not compare your hair to others. My texture is my texture. Your texture is your texture. It makes mine no better. It makes yours no worse. Love what you have.
I would just like to say, all natural hair is beautiful. All of it is beautiful. And I'm talking about how everyone gets into this 4C, 3C, all this stuff. I just don't think any of that stuff is important enough for me personally, because I think we continue as especially Black people to put this stigma on what is quote unquote more manageable than the other. They are all manageable. It's just gonna be what we're gonna do with it. And all of those different strands of hair can create wonderful styles. So I would just like to say, like, if we could just embrace it all and stay away from necessarily like titling so much of it and just loving the beauty and the versatility of it.
Embrace your natural hair. This is your beauty. It's on your head, and this is what makes you beautiful.
Are there any words you want to leave with the natural hair community today?
No, not really. Wear your hair proud. I wear mine.